The man facing charges for armed robbery and impersonating a federal officer took the stand in his own defense in Barriga County Court today. 47-year-old Bernard Fish has claimed from the beginning since his arrest that the whole armed robbery in Wotton was a setup involving the alleged victim. TV6's Houghton Hancock Bureau reporter Sarah Blakely has been following the trial this week and joins us live from Lotz with the latest. Sarah?
Greg, Bernard Fish has not kept his emotions a secret throughout this trial, and today when he took the stand, he was not shy about showing his anger and frustration in this case. Now, he still maintained that this entire thing was a setup that he planned 2 weeks prior to the incident, but he said that when he arrived at the home in Wotton, he didn't get his money in marijuana like he wanted, and that's when things went downhill. He was the final witness to take the stand in the week-long trial. Bernard Fish, who faces 7 charges and life behind bars, testified in his own defense that he and Jim Jackson planned the armed robbery to split marijuana and $15,000. Fish also said today his nephew, the alleged accomplice Donovan Wapoose, didn't know about the setup.
Why did you let Donovan know what's going on?
Well, what just happened? I don't understand. And I don't want to get involved with it. James was the one that told me not to tell him, because then it would have got back to me.
Fish also testified he never claimed to be a U.S. Marshal, that Jim Jackson and the other alleged victim, Stephen Heiser, made that up. Things began to get confusing when Fish testified that the intent of the armed robbery was never to rip off Heiser's father for money and marijuana, when Michigan State Police troopers testified earlier this week that Fish stated otherwise in his initial statements to them. But Fish never gave another reason today for the setup. He said the surveillance videos and cell phone records would prove it was all planned, and said he was never concerned about being on camera at the house.
But at the time you're doing these incidents, you knew you were on camera.
Correct.
Okay, you knew that you didn't have your face covered. They knew they could identify you.
Yeah. I wasn't worried about it.
You leave, everything's good.
Right. Everybody's supposed to be good.
And why were you not worried about any of this stuff?
Everybody's supposed to come out.
Bernard Fish stepped off from the stand today. The defense rested, but we didn't get to closing arguments today. They're saving that for tomorrow morning, after which the jury is expected to deliberate. Now, this has been a very interesting trial all week. I spoke with the prosecuting attorney earlier this afternoon, and he said that Bernard Fish was one of the most interesting people he has ever seen take the witness stand. So it will definitely be interesting to see, to hear what the verdict of this case is going to be. But for now, reporting live in Lawrence, Sarah Blakely, TV6 News.
All right, thanks, Sarah.